Hello everyone, for the past 2-3 days I've been playing the new turn-based RPG from the developers called the Bearded Ladies. They are known for developing the game mutantyearzeroroadtoeden, the one where you could play as that duck and that pig or whatever it was. And so far I am pleasantly satisfied with the end result. Apart from a few bad difficulty bugs and implementations, the package offered here is very polished and substantial in terms of content. If you played their previous game, mutantyearzeroroadtoeden at all, then expect more of the same in terms of the turn-based combat, the exploration, but there are a few creative additions and overall more content here. The world presented in Miasma Chronicles is also super interesting right off the bat, and all the audio logs and text logs just help complement the lore even further. The story really hasn't progressed much, at least at the part I am at, around 3 hours into the game, but I do enjoy all the characters. It has that unique feel to it like mutantyearzeroroad. In terms of progression systems, the game will reward you XP on completed combat encounters and on completed quests. You have different skill trees for you and your companions. They seem a bit on the short side, but this isn't a very long game from what I can tell. I think it's a good enough variety in terms of skill tree abilities that you get. You also get some sort of special power-ups called miasma powers, but for that you'll need to find these miasma vortexes. The only one I had, you could basically the only miasma vortex I found, you could basically get a power that lets you knock back an enemy a certain number of tiles during combat. So you can use it strategically, knock back an enemy into a fire barrel, and if another enemy is near that barrel as well, you can basically kill 2 enemies in one turn, so it's pretty cool. That's just one of the powers that I saw. You also get some power core powers, which are connected. You have some sort of glove that can mess with this miasma that appears in the game, and it's a pretty big thing in the game, this glove. It lets you have these miasma powers I just spoke about, but it also needs a power core to work. And once you get the power core in the game, you'll get some level up skills related with that power core, so it's pretty cool. You are immediately also acquainted to a sort of town or hub where you can recollect yourself and meet your number of important NPCs in your quest. This is where you'll trade the game's currency, which is called plastic, where you can get new weapons, weapon mods, new power cores for your miasma glove that will give you new interesting stats. The combat itself is very standard and simple. You'll be switching between real-time and turn-based combat. As you are exploring, you'll be in real-time, and then the game will let you sneak, and you can split your party to ambush enemies, and as you are ambushing, you will enter turn-based combat. I do need to mention the different difficulties. I usually play on the hardest one, and in Miasma Chronicles it's called Alpha Editor. I do believe it's a bug, but you basically can't manual save on this difficulty, and it auto-saves each turn. I didn't notice this, and on a combat encounter I basically had only 20 HP on one of my party members, and the other one was basically dead. So now every time I try to load the game, it basically plays the same turn over and over with me always dying, and I get the game over screen. Okay, you can't autosave on this difficulty, but it should warn you that it's autosaving each turn, and it should let you replay the battle as you die. I mean, it's pretty bad. Now I have a game breaking bug, and I need to replay the game from the beginning. I don't think this was checked out on QA. I don't know if it will be cleaned up for the release, but it's very annoying. It should be clear that the game autosaves each turn when you start it, so you know what you are getting into. Despite this annoyance, I will still restart the game and replay those 3 hours again. I am overall enjoying it, and it seems these developers have set into a good rhythm when it comes to turn-based RPGs. I can't wait to see the ending and give you my full thoughts in the upcoming weeks. See you on the next one, and I hope you enjoyed this video on Miasma Chronicles. Thank you guys. Bye.